It is episode 55 of the Graham Avenue podcast, Chilliwack's unofficial podcast. Pompano here in the dungeon with my left-hand man, Cages Nishan, and the summer 2014 squad. We got David, Craig, Arthur, McCann, Lewis.
Say something to the people, David.
Hello, the people.
Are you excited to be here?
Absolutely not.
We have Spencer, Big Body Bell. Spencer, how are you doing? With a Coors Original.
Sporting a fresh
I'm
haircut.
Good. Doing good, boys. I'm ready to go.
And we got Cody, the pigeon, the irrigation specialist, the Harry Potter reader, Keller. How you doing, Cody?
I'm doing well, guys. How are you guys doing?
He has read at least 5 books.
Okay, Cody, we got to ask you something. So for people that aren't actually listening or just listening to the pod and not watching it, Cody has a set of books behind him in his little makeshift office. Cody, tell us what books you have there.
Okay, book 1 is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Very nice.
Book number 2 is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, all-time favorite. Book number 3 is Breaking Away.
Whoa.
I've actually never read it. And then book number 4 is The Hobbit.
There's no way you've read The Hobbit. There's no way.
Jared Marlowe, shout out Jared, lent it to me one time, and then I never read it, and then also never returned it. So.
That's a huge play. Big energy, though. It's on the bookshelf.
Yeah.
So classic.
Holy crap.
David, you've read a book because you were teaching English for a while. How many books for pleasure have you read, Dave?
I don't know. I just finished one. It's called The Element, but probably around 50 probably in my life.
Oh,
that's gross. There's no way. Really?
For
you
sure.
think so? For pleasure.
For sure, yeah. In my life, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but are we talking elementary on? Because I used to crush Eric Wilson.
He said
I'd
your
probably
life.
say-
I'm pretty sure in your life means your total existence.
Okay, well, don't get sassy, but when you read like a 50-page book, it's a lot different than reading like a 1,000-page book. Now, I'm not chirping Dave.
I'm starting with Dr. Seuss all the way to now.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a very fair assessment. That's not bad.
That's fair. I've read like 50 Captain Underpants books, but that's about it.
Spencer's on a new self-help book every month. This is the goal.
Yeah, I'm trying to do 20 books in 2020. I think I'm either at 6.5 or 5.5 right now. I believe it's 6.5. Falling a bit behind, but still making my way there.
What books have you read, Bell? And can you let us know about some
my
of them?
My dad sent me like 20 books, and they're pretty much all like murder mystery books, which are fiction. Or I don't know if they're murder mystery, but they're about people getting murdered, and it's kind of one of those things where you find out who the killer is at the very end. Pretty sure that's a murder mystery, but
I think that would be the exact definition of a murder mystery, Bell.
Being reading a few of those, I actually don't mind them, but
I want to
hilarious.
watch Rob Bell read books. I think that'd be a fun thing to do. Is just sit down and watch Rob Bell read books.
Rob Bell reads would be an unreal show.
My mom reads like a book a week.
God damn rude.
Yeah, I can proudly say the Gray family, my dad and I both have never read a book for pleasure, ever.
No, not one?
Not one. Well, I think my dad finally has, but it took him like probably 50 years
No doubt.
to read one book for pleasure. Like, how pathetic is that, eh?
Surprised your dad doesn't read more given his age. Like I thought typically once you get older.
And he's a teacher. I just assumed all teachers read.
We're untalented, Bell.
I don't think it takes
One thing about that, Cody, is that when you're reading for work a lot, you never actually want to read when you're outside of work. Like Edward's read James and the Giant Peach 355 times. He doesn't read when he goes home, right?
Yeah. Cage,
what a book.
When we were doing CPA, I didn't read. I don't think I read a single thing other than like our books that we were required to read. And same within university, I didn't read a single book other than what we had to do for school.
I know. And when I see people that like, you see like successful people and they're like millionaires, they run like these huge companies and they're like, yeah, I read like a book a week. It's like, how does President Obama read any books? Like I'm busy like working as an accountant and like having a podcast on the side. It's an absolute joke.
I mean, we're busy people. We got a lot going on.
Should we get into this, Pimpy?
Yeah, let's get into this. First off the bat, shout out to Kyle. We're at Save-On. Kyle won't walk 10 feet to get a full buggy, so he just gets the little basket. but he can't fit a week's worth of groceries in a little basket. So he comes so he comes and finds me, puts $32 worth of steak and free range organic eggs in my cart.
Ooh.
And then he goes through the checkout. I get to the checkout. I'm trying to find Kyle. I'm about to call him. I see him. He's going through and I'm like staring at him like, this son of a sorry grandma. And he looks at me like all defensively, like, and then just kind of walks off. And
I had no idea.
I had to tell him 10 minutes later, I'm like, dude, you left me with the steak and eggs.
Well, I was looking at him like, okay, buddy, I'm done. I'll see you in the car. I'll just wait in the car. And he's just looking at me stunned. And I'm like, dude. That was a bad move. That was on Thursday or Wednesday. But kind of a veteran move, would you guys say?
Do you guys buy groceries? Like, do you alternate who buys them and then?
No, we buy our own stuff because we're separate people.
We do go together though. We're probably bad in that sense where we should probably have one person per household, but finding like kimchi, like infused beets or something for Pimpy would be way too hard for me.
If I sent Kyle to get sliced water chestnuts, I would get nothing.
I was gonna say that's like if you guys are buying groceries together and it was Pimpson's week and Kyle threw in $32 worth of steaks and free range organic eggs,
and then
that is a grit move.
Yeah.
But I got an shout out myself too because I had something cling wrapped and I left it on the stove and I turned the wrong burner on and I just burnt a ton of plastic wrap on the top of the stove and just decided that was our life now, that it would just never change.
Yeah,
we know. We're well aware.
The boys.
We're well aware.
Kyle's probably chirping the shit out of me.
And in fairness to Pimpy,
it wasn't like a huge trip. Let us know.
But it had been like a week, and I was just like, "This is our lives now."
It was a multi-day chirp fest.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna back Kyle up here.
But
I didn't know it was that accidental. I didn't know it was wrong burner was turned on. That makes it way more funny.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't purposely
I know
burn
on purpose, but I didn't know like he just left it there and then like fired up the wrong burner.
Yeah. One thing I really want to know before we get into shout-outs. We got Brooks on the horn. Little Brooks. Look at him.
Where did he come from? Did he just fly in there? I didn't even see Shelby drop him off.
Oh, I just put him on the ground before.
Oh, yeah. He's rolling around.
He's doing his thing. What I want to know, boys, is I want to know your guys' grocery shopping routine. Like, I feel like Belle would have like things like down to a science. I feel like Cody J's would be an absolute disaster. And I'm guessing Ding does the shopping. Let's go around the horn. David Lewis, you start.
Yeah, I don't shop.
Veteran.
Nice.
Haven't shopped in a couple of years.
I actually have mine down to a science.
Let's hear it, Cody.
I go to Walmart, kind of a rookie mistake, but I'm in and out of there in like 15 minutes.
And how do you do that?
Yeah, I have a routine. I spend like $80 a week on groceries, and I'm out of there. Because I fucking grocery shopping, hate it.
It's the worst day. I get so much anxiety going in, and like I'm a classic person that like I poke around in a grocery store and I stop and chat. I'm grabbing things and putting them back down. I can't do that anymore.
That's the nice thing about Chilliwack. I don't know anyone down here, so I'm in and out. I don't know anyone out, and I'm gone.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
I don't. When I go shopping, I'll do every aisle. I never go with a list. It's a horrible system. I'll go up every single aisle. Oh yeah, for sure.
That's exactly like an hour what I do too.
I'll look around. I'll actually look around and like look for shit.
I'm like Cody. I hate going there. I'll do every single aisle. I'll be in and out in 15 minutes as well.
Yeah.
But usually I'll just give Madison my visa and just tell her to go get the food.
I make
so classic.
Oh my god. I have a list and I have my list in order so that I can go if I want to save on, I go produce, tofu, meat, dairy.
Oh my god.
And then I go like the other dairy aisle. I do like the whole sweep. It's all in order. And then I start zigging and zagging through aisles.
Have you guys had to wait outside in lines to get into grocery stores yet?
No.
Thank God.
No.
Literal
Costco, you got to do it.
Half an hour.
I waited outside Canadian Tire for about 10 minutes.
It was fucking
Why
brutal.
did they have you waiting outside Canadian Tire?
The lines were crazy, man. It was like all the way. It was like Saturday afternoon, and I actually pulled up. Didn't even get in. I kind of just failed.
Pimpy and I drove by Canadian Tire, and it looked like there was a fucking Rolling Stones concert in Canadian Tire. The amount of cars.
Yeah, dude. Costco in Abbotsford yesterday. I was working down there. Dude, there was honestly like a 400-foot line, and they had to like zigzag it through the whole parking lot. Like it was insane.
Yeah, that's how Costco is here too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But don't you need to go
Imagine
to Costco?
being at the back of the line. Oh, I know.
Oh, thanks. So it's just, I don't get it, man. Like, don't you go to Costco? Like, you don't have to go to Costco very often because you're buying so much shit. Sorry, Grandma, but
I think you're forgetting that most people aren't that smart. They can't grasp the fact that if you go there and buy in bulk, then you don't have to go back as frequently.
I'm that guy. I don't buy in bulk. I buy weekly.
Yeah, which is veteran.
Except for
no, I buy weekly as well. But if you're going to Costco, you gotta buy.
Yeah, exactly. The only reason to go to Costco is if you're buying in bulk. That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
You get some shit from Costco and then some shit from Save-On, because like we would go to Costco and stores and get like 8 liters of ketchup.
Yeah.
No point.
Go ahead, Pimpy. What's next, buddy?
We gotta give a shout out. Getting back to the stovetop, we gotta give a shout out to vinegar. I feel like it's underrated. We use it to clean the stovetop that I fucked up. We use it to get the calcium buildup out of the kettle. And it's also great on fries. Just 2 thumbs up to vinegar.
Love it.
It's great in everything.
Give an honest answer here. Who cleaned the stovetop? And if it was you, Pimpy, were you prompted to clean it? Or did you do it on your own?
I was going to do it on my own,
Pimpy
and then
did it on
for
his
about
own.
a week. And then I forgot, and then Kyle got baking soda, and then I decided that I would clean it.
Was it during the week when you weren't doing it? Like, were you working kind of thing?
There's no excuse because I work from home.
Yeah, there's literally no excuse.
I just decided that we would have 3 burners.
You know what about Pimpy though?
I'm trying to like maybe why you didn't do it, but yeah, so you're working from home. You're there all the time. Yeah.
And the thing with Pimpy though is he's constantly looking at it because he's always cooking something.
Yeah.
But you know what? You got to give Pimpy credit. This guy stepped up to the plate, fixed it. You're good. You're a great roommate, Pimpy. You're a great man.
Attaboy, Pimpy.
Just to get into some Gap news here, I think everyone's aware of our virtual tourism program, so make sure you take advantage of that if you want to see stunning Southside. If you haven't, check out our Instagram page.
What did you guys think of the video?
I thought it was cool.
Thank you.
I thought Kyle looked really fucking good in that suit and tie and that suit and combo.
Oh, thanks.
Is that Indochino?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, was that the suit you wore to Dave's wedding?
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah, I recognize that.
I'm still crushing it with that.
I think the video would have been a little bit better if you actually hit Dawson and his family, but I understand that, legal insurance and all that. Like you gotta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was unfortunate, but
it was hilarious. So Pimpy's like, dude, I have this idea for this movie, and he's doing all this work. He's like writing everything. He's got everything going, and I'm like, okay, like this guy's gonna be running my show, like telling me what to do, and he did for the most part. Until it got to when I had to do my parts where I was like recording all the vocals. This guy did not give one, he didn't care at all what I said. He just sat there and just let me do whatever. So I think I tied it together though.
Yeah, I believed in you.
Thank you.
I'd also
knows that you drive without a script.
Yes, guy.
Was that just like a teaser kind of thing, or like because it was only like a 2-minute video, right?
That's just the video.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe there's more coming. I didn't know.
You called it a movie, Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep calling it a movie, but it's like literally a video clip. But
what program did you guys use to make that?
iMovie.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's super easy to use.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. Also,
fuck you, Belle.
We need to talk about something. Friends of the show, the Stellas, they are starting a cult. Has anyone else?
Have you guys heard about this?
They're like that. They're starting a cult, right?
For sure they are.
Need the background info here.
Yeah, they're for sure.
Well, like right now, they all live together. I think. They're all living in Lawrence's house. Which you know what? That'd probably be a pretty good time.
Cody, could you, if it was you, Tim, Michelle, Megan, Jason, everybody all together, could you do that, Cody, or would it be tough?
If I had myself, then yes, I could.
How about you, David, with Ian, Janet?
100% no. I don't think I could.
You guys would kill each other within the first day.
Fight daily.
Andy and I would get in a fist fight within about 45 minutes, and then I'd go home. It would be instant.
Spencer would be banished out of his commune.
There's not a chance in fuck that I could do that. It would be like WrestleMania 36. Rob coming off the top ropes, like Fraser tagging and calling, everyone throwing hands.
Zoe throwing like jabs in. Nobody's looking.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think Andy would be like Charles Manson. Like he would get into that level where people would be following him. And I think other families would start to follow Andy.
Yeah.
And start living at, well, Andy could actually have a cult at that house. I'm pretty sure there's like 15 bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can have a small commune for sure.
Yeah, it's a $36 million house. It rivals that house that, do you see the house Kylie Jenner bought? She bought a keeping up with the Cage Nation. She bought a $36 million, it's like not even a house. It's this weird thing.
Is it Beverly Hills or LA or somewhere?
Yeah, fucked up, boys.
That's really fucked up.
Imagine how much good she could do with her money, but she just buys big houses and gets a new ass every couple of years.
Imagine giving a literal fuck what Kylie Jenner's up to.
Yeah.
Imagine being a billionaire at 21.
Yeah, that's very true.
At 21, I had
or however old she is. I'm pretty sure she's 21.
Jesus. I didn't know she was a billionaire.
Oh, yeah.
How is she a billionaire?
She's the world's youngest.
She's like the youngest.
The lip kit she has, that thing is made fucking hundreds of millions of dollars. Apparently.
Yeah, I think she sold like half of it for $500 million or something like that.
Dude, all it is lip chap, I think. All it is, you just put it on your lips. Like, it's so...
Yeah.
No!
It's like lipstick, I think.
Whatever. Lip balm.
Lip chap, lipstick, same thing.
Yeah, Burt's Bees is like a $10 billion a year industry.
How is that like popular? I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
Her name's on it. Her name's on it.
Yeah, but why is her name popular? She's the sister of someone who had sex with a football player on camera.
I feel like it's just because she has really nice lips, is it not? And then
they're fake.
They're fake.
Yeah. I honestly would like to talk to her people.
Yeah. Anyways,
I need new lips, boys.
You should
look guy myself.
Look at what Kylie Jenner has done, and then look back at the marketing that got her there, and that's what you should strive to be.
Cody Josh is a nightmare on the video right now.
Cody J's in a dark place. He does live in Chilliwack.
Well, speaking of Cody J, this guy turns out this guy, the one thing that's really always pissed me off about Cody, this guy's got like a 0.1% body fat, crushes chips every day. But you have a chip that you wanted to kind of review for the fans.
Yeah, we got a request from Richard Murray, friend of the show. Has anyone here had Kettle Brand Korean barbecue?
I have.
Yeah,
I have as well.
Unreal.
All right.
Great.
I have a written review that I will read on Kettle Brand Korean barbecue.
Here.
As I opened this fresh sack, I felt culture spring into the air. The aroma of street side and market grills serving up skewers of meat and fish in Asia. The sight of Korean street foods that always use mustard on their recipes. However, after my first bite, I felt all that slip away. What I hoped to be a deep dive into a fresh barbecue flavor that the uncultured palate cannot appreciate began as a rocky, uneven countryside road in an unair-conditioned van. But bite by bite, my tune started to change. And when I looked down, I realized that the sack that was once brimming with life was gone, and I yearned for more. That's because Kettle Brand Korean barbecue chips are like the girl who didn't get hot until after high school, the Annie Edison of chips. They're like the box office disaster that grew into a cultural phenomenon, the Shawshank Redemption of chips. They're like the socially stunted podcast host who won't learn to talk to girls until his 30s, hopefully. Me of chips. Some things take time and patience to develop into something greater, and that is what Korean barbecue chips are. Once you finish a sack, you'll never go back. 8.7 out of 10.
Who
What do
wrote
you guys
that?
think about that?
Is that Richard?
I
Or you
wrote
did?
that. He asked for a review.
That was good.
Oh, you wrote that, Pimpson?
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. I think they're awesome. They don't sell them at the Walmart I go to, so I have to go to this little gas station and get them. But
It's so true with Kettle. Every place sells different Kettle Brand chips.
it makes no sense.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're great chips, though.
Shout out to Murray, the guy's a beauty. I love Richard.
Oh,
Great guy.
Richard's an absolute wagon. speaking of Richard, he actually helped build my parents' house. I think he was the guy that did most of the work on it.
Dad's house, I think, too. He was saying maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Richard,
I think he's a cop now. I think Richard's a cop.
I'm pretty sure he is. Huge shout out to him.
He was a carpenter. He worked for Stu Palmer for a while there, and then he
for a bit.
He just quit and was like, "I'm going to be a cop." I think I might be dead wrong though.
Yeah, it's sweet. So okay, Richard, everybody knows now about your life path. Watch it be completely wrong, and he's like a paramedic or something.
Watch. It wasn't even Richard who sent that in. I just couldn't.
Yeah. Richard's been dead for 10 years.
Oh.
Sorry, Richard, you're the best.
Sorry, Richard. All right, boys. I got something I want to talk about. I would say Cody J and Bell are probably more well-rounded when it comes to watching sports. Would you say, David, than you? Probably.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But I'm wondering how the boys are coping without sports. I want to hear two things. I want to hear how they're coping without sports and their prediction of when it will be back. We'll start with Big Body Bell.
It's definitely been pretty tough. Typically, like every day, you know that there'll be some sport on, like whether it be basketball, I guess baseball now, hockey, golf. So it's a pretty tough time to lose sports. I pretty much haven't watched any TV at all. I watch the news at 5, but other than that, I don't watch anything. It's just
what do you
Netflix.
Do? Oh, okay.
I watch Netflix, but it's definitely a tough time right now. I'm happy it's not in September when football's on, because if football and fantasy football went down, it would be some dark days for me. But I'm happy that apparently UFC is back. As in 2 weeks, I believe there's UFC's up and running again in Florida, because I think Florida called all combat or all sports maybe essential. So they're having like a bunch of UFC events back to back there. So it'll be
gonna do monster numbers. UFC is gonna do monster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh. And the NFL draft was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which was nice as well.
NFL on the first night, 15 million.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What did you say, Cody? You cut out. I didn't hear you.
Oh no, the NFL draft did 15 million views in the first night for round 1.
Wow.
Wild.
Most viewed draft of all time.
Yeah, which makes sense, obviously, but
yeah.
And when do you think the major sports will come back, Bell?
I think it's going to be a while. I'm actually looking at on TSN right now. It says that NBA teams are allowed to resume practice in states that have lifted the the stay-at-home measures. So not many, but
wow,
they're allowed to practice if the measures are lifted. So hopefully that's a positive.
May 1st, that is, though.
Yeah, May 1st. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's
I wonder how that's going to be. Oh, sorry, Bell.
It'll be a while still, though. I think we're going to probably see sports in empty stadiums for quite some time.
Yep. So it'll just be like watching Florida Panthers or watching World Juniors in freaking
like watching
Kazakhstan
the
or whatever.
or something.
Okay, Dingus Juices, you want to go up next and just let us know how you're coping without sports and your prediction, my friend.
I'm pretty good. Like, as you mentioned earlier, I don't really watch that much sports besides – I'm not really a sports fan. I'm more of a Canucks fan, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Are you sad you can't watch the Canucks implode?
Yes. Yeah. Well, actually, you know what, though? They were already kind of imploding before this all hit the
Not sure about the playoffs when this stopped.
Yeah, I think they were out of the playoffs by like a point, but I think something to do with like if they went by like a point percentage, they'd be in.
Yeah, percentage-wise, they're in over Nashville.
Yeah, but like they're out right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're saying some positive stuff about the NHL being resumed in the summer. So, but you know, for me, it's not that big of a deal. I think probably it's going to start next season. I don't think we're going to see hockey again.
I disagree.
Cody J,
okay.
Let's see why you disagree.
No, just from what everyone's saying, it sounds like, I don't know, does it not sound almost like people are pretty positive it's going to start later in the summer? Like people saying they can play into July and August. Yeah. Does that not sound pretty promising that they're like, I don't know, is that just me or?
It sounds like they're willing to do whatever it takes to get hockey going again in some capacity.
Like they're super thirsty to finish this season. Like I don't see a point in finishing the regular season, but if they just do like a month and a half playoffs, I don't know if that's possible, but I think they will finish this year late summer sometime. But as far as how I'm coping with it, it was real shit for the first like 2 to 3 weeks. But then you just kind of get used to it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't watch that much sports in the summer. Like occasionally I'll watch a Blue Jays game, but they're so long anyway. It's hard to sit down and watch it. You know what I mean? Like you kind of watch clips of it. So it's almost like summer mode. Like after the playoffs, the NHL playoffs ended. Like I just kind of got used to it. But the first 3 weeks was fucking tough. Like
yeah.
Yeah, you were watching women's curling.
Yeah,
2014 or something.
I'm still watching replays. Like I'm watching a UFC replay right now.
Yeah,
but,
you've been going hard on the replays.
Yeah.
Cody, sub question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about the possibility of playing team sports again this year? Like I know you played a ton of softball. Do you think you're gonna get to do that, or is that done?
I don't know. They canceled it in Chilliwack. Like the city fields are canceled up until like minimum June 1st. So usually men's ball starts July 1st, and they're pretty hopeful they're going to start July 1st. And I think, like, obviously I'm okay with it, but like I'm the last person to ask because I read nothing into anything. So I'm just it's like a selfish.
Not a big research guy.
Not a big research guy. Like I said in the my information from Kyle, but like selfishly, I hope it happens because when you're playing softball, it's like max in a dugout, like 15 people. But at the same time, if you're still spreading it around, I get why they wouldn't. But I don't know. Like, I'd be okay with it. But like I said, that's probably a selfish opinion. But yeah, I'm just happy we can still golf. Like, I'm golfing every weekend. So that's all good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Did you golf today, Bill?
No, I golfed yesterday, and then I'm playing tomorrow and Monday.
Dave, what was your score today? And how many mollies did you use?
Didn't use one mulligan. Started out real tough. Tough front nine. Oh, yeah. Real bad. So I think I shot a 52 on the front.
Ooh.
Not too bad for the first year, though.
And then a 41 on the back.
Is that good?
I shot 50.
93?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 93.
I shot 15 over on the front and 5 over on the back.
I'm going to have to text DBSN to confirm that.
You may. You may.
All right, boys.
That's not bad. Dave, I think that's solid.
Yeah, no, especially that 41. You really rebounded on the back.
Yeah, the beer started a little bit better.
Let's
over under 100 on Dobson.
Never mind. Spencer's taking over the podcast.
This is my podcast now.
Yeah. I don't think anyone cares at all about your golf scores, so let's get into something people care about.
Okay.
Yep, top 5.
Fair enough.
You all have your list. We're doing, as per Bell's suggestion, we're doing top 5 fruits this week.
Love it.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, but I'm hoping, like, do I have to have an explanation by every fruit?
Nope. You can literally just rattle them off.
Okay, because I don't have a huge passion for fruits, but I'll list off my 5.
Let's hear it, Cody.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, at the number 5, I have a banana. Bell.
Hey, I love it.
You
Bell,
fucking chimp.
Chimp that one time for eating banana on the golf course when it was just me and Dave.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was one of the funniest golf stories I ever remember. No, number 5. And at number 4, a green apple. Strictly
Love it.
green. Don't like the red or purple ones. Hate them, but the sour green ones I fucking love.
Never heard of a purple apple.
A Granny Smith.
Red.
Is that actually a real thing?
Purple.
No.
Purple apples. Those are schnozberries.
Okay, at number 3, I have a cherry.
Interesting pick. I like it.
Yeah,
One cherry.
I feel like cherries get shit on a lot, but I'm a big fan. Number 2 might be off the board. A kiwi. I love kiwis. You slice them in half. You got 2 little mini bowls, couple one biters.
Nice.
Yeah, and then number 1 by far is a pineapple. I fucking love pineapple. They're my number 1.
Cody.
Wow.
Do you ever have grilled pineapple on Cajun or any sort of burgers, I guess? It doesn't have to specifically be Cajun chicken burgers. That's what I had last night. Not a big deal.
I've had the option to, and I just can't wrap my head around having pineapple on a burger.
It's unreal choice.
It's so good. So good.
That's my top
I'll go
5.
next.
Love it. Okay, David, go up.
All right, so number 1. I'm going to go 1 to 5.
Love
Number
it.
1 is going to be.
No, you got to go 5 to 1.
No, I got 5.
Nah.
Yeah.
Number 1 or 1 to 5?
Because if you go 1 to 5, you just bring out all the heat right away, and no one really cares
Got it.
about 2 to 4 or 2 to 5.
Love it.
Sorry, Dave.
All
I
right,
was on board, but go ahead, man.
Doesn't matter. So
Bell's podcast now.
Yeah.
yeah. So Cody might disagree with me, but I'm gonna go pineapple number 5, and the only reason why it's not harder is because it's hard. It's a hard fruit to get into, right? Like you have to actually spend quite a bit of time to actually eat the fruit itself.
It's a fruit you got to work with.
So it's a great fruit, but it actually takes some work, and I'm not into working for my fruit. So
It's like half an hour.
Yeah.
Number 4 is a green apple.
Yes,
Love
guy.
green apples. All other apples can burn in hell. Number 3 is a strawberry. Number 2 is raspberries, and number 1 is blueberries.
Wow.
Big.
I fuck with blueberries hard.
That's a lot of berries.
David's a big
Yeah.
flapjack guy. You like this guy likes a good flapjack, and he likes blueberries on those
Yeah.
flapjacks.
Oh yeah. I would come home from school. Like my parents would always get like frozen. They'd get blueberries from the Okanagan and freeze them. I'm talking like 100 pounds of blueberries. And they'd bring them back, and I would just every day get home from school, big bowl of frozen blueberries.
Nice thing about berries too, you can put them in smoothies, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people are just finding out about that.
Yeah.
Okay, Bell, you're
Yeah.
next, buddy.
People are just finding out about that.
Okay, so for me, number 5, I'm gonna go with peaches.
Ooh.
Love it.
Okay.
Peaches, unreal, especially when you get them from like the vendors that come up from the Okanagan and sell out of their trucks.
Yes,
only-
guy. I agree.
The only downside about peaches are that they're kind of messy, so you kind of got to
Yeah.
separate your arms from your body when you eat them, so they don't drip onto you.
Way too juicy for me, dude. I can't
Yeah.
eat peaches. It's a mess.
Yeah, they're messy, but the flavor is great. So who am I to say no? But number 4, blackberries.
Whoa.
Oh,
That's a hot take. Explain.
No,
Love the
no.
fact that they're Sorry, you go ahead, Cody.
No, I was saying blackberry was like it was right in the mix for me, so I respect that.
Yeah, blackberry's easy to eat. Like it's not something you got to cut up and it takes you like 5 minutes to prepare to eat. Easy to eat. All you got to do is wash them off, and you can put them in a variety of other things. Like I like putting them in Greek yogurt with granola.
Whoa.
And
Okay,
so,
fans.
number 3.
road to the iron ore.
Number 3 on a similar note, raspberries. Like them for the exact same reason, except I think they have slightly better taste than blackberries.
Yep, I would agree.
Yeah.
Number 2, grapefruit.
That's a spicy take.
I fucking love
wow.
grapefruit juice. I don't know if you can beat that, but
Okay.
the
It's
downside.
It's good.
The downside there is that, like I said, it takes 5 minutes to prepare to eat, which is
Yeah.
kind of annoying if you're looking for a snack on the run. You got to sit down and eat it. And then number 1 is mangoes.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, we just talked about mangoes. I said they're overrated. Explain, Bell.
Thoughts
Has
confirmed.
everyone here been to Mexico?
I never been. Or
Okay,
been.
so everyone here that's been to Mexico probably knows about the Mexican vendors on the beach that cut the
I don't think Cody remembers Mexico very well.
cuts them up and sells them with a bit of salt.
mango.
Unreal. I don't think it can be beat. The only thing there as well is it's hard as fuck to cut up and it takes a
Yeah.
while. And you don't get much out of it either.
And it's not a fruit that you can get here and like get a good mango.
Yeah, like it's been shipped from like
Mexico.
from Mexico or some sort of South African or South American country.
Yeah.
But
All right, Kay, do
The
you
only
want to
thing
go?
I don't like about blackberries stain the shit out of your clothing. Like you'll never get a blackberry
Oh,
stain
yeah.
on your clothes.
you just don't drop them when you eat them. It's not too hard, is it?
Yeah, dude, and they're tiny. Like you can just they're little one biters. But
Yeah.
a cool thing about blackberries is they just have fucking random blackberry bushes everywhere.
Yeah.
You can eat them everywhere sometimes.
The tough thing too about blackberries and raspberries is like you're paying like $5 for a small little carton that you eat in
Mhm.
like 20 seconds.
Yeah. They're not
Crazy
cheap.
over.
That's true.
All right, boys. We did initially say some fruits were off the table due to like the classification of them, but they're back on the board. Everyone saw the text. So number 5, coconut. Controversial, but very diverse. Not something that you usually grab with a spoon, but you got coconut water, great for hangovers. Coconut oil, the biggest hipster food of 2014. Coconut oil. Shredded coconut in your coconut pineapple cookies from the Rosswood General Store. It's a very good hipster food. Smoked coconut bags from Costco, very good. Coconut number 5. The only issue, they kill a shitload of people every year. They actually kill a lot of people. They fall out of the tree and they bonk people in the head and they die.
Donkey Kong style.
That's why it's not higher. Number 4 had to be here, avocado.
Turns out avocado's a fruit. I thought it was a vegetable until like yesterday.
Dude, I had to Google all my fruits to make sure they were actually fruit.
Yeah, avocado. I mean, great on toast. Great, best hipster food of 2017. So,
what about avocados on burgers?
Avocado on burgers are great, especially when it's guac.
Burgers.
Number 3,
Burgers.
the fruit that makes avocados not brown, lime. It's not a fruit that you bite into.
Pimpy, a lime?
A lime?
Are you kidding me? Have you ever had Mexican food that put lime on everything? Every cocktail you've ever had for your entire life ever, at any time, anywhere, is it a citrus wedge on it?
Yeah, but
it's
wait.
Usually a lime.
But what about this? Wouldn't you say a lime is more of a compliment rather than something that you would eat on a standalone basis?
He's 100% right. Because
it's an accessory fruit. It's an accessory fruit.
Like you're gonna chomp into grab a lime and just bite into it like an apple?
You're a psycho.
If I'm deficient on vitamin C, I will. It's a top 5 fruits. They're not top 5 fruits you chomp into.
True.
Interesting. Okay.
That's true.
True.
Okay.
You got to have a well-rounded list because I mean,
Proceed.
limes just come in handy in so many different scenarios. And I'm a citrus guy. Everybody.
But I respect it.
Number 2, not very diverse, I would say, but goddamn, they're delicious. Raspberries. The problem with the raspberries, you can just basically eat them and put them in shakes. They're good for nothing else.
Smoothies.
It's a blue chip fruit.
Yeah,
it's just
pie.
Yeah.
You never have to worry about it.
But who makes raspberry pie?
Didn't you make some sort of pie last week?
Well, I made it with my number 1, which we'll get to. But
you make actually jam. Raspberries are
yeah, that's true.
That's a good one.
For jam.
I have peanut butter and jam sandwiches every day at work, so that's a good call.
every day.
Love it.
Every day. Yeah.
Every day.
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah, you do too?
Love it. All the time, man. All the time.
Love
and
it.
number 1, it's pretty obvious. Pineapple. Only downside of pineapple, they're not grown anywhere near here, and they're super hard. They're a bitch to deal with, but they're the best fruit. And if you don't want to put pineapples in pizza, you don't belong in this country.
Okay.
Wait. You're saying they do belong on pizza?
Yeah, they do.
No, I disagree.
Okay, well, I hope you get deported.
That's okay, but they're my number 1 fruit, but I still don't like them on pizza.
I can respect the hustle.
Boys, I forgot watermelon.
I
forgot watermelon.
There's a lot of good fruits, man. Okay, I'll go last, and I'll do it quick, boys. My number 5, a blueberry. Like David, I like them in pancakes, and I really like.
I never said I like them in pancakes.
yeah. You do. You
Not
like
once.
them. No,
I
you
fucking
like
love
them.
them in pancakes. I fucking love them.
And I like them in yogurt too. Actually, a nice blueberry yogurt, very good.
What type of yogurt do you eat?
I eat
Greek,
Activia. Activia.
Are you flavored guy or plain?
Oh yeah, flavored. I like the probiotics, boys. Number 4, raspberries. My Nana, big shout out to my Nana in Centerville, New Brunswick right now. I don't know if she still does, but she used to have raspberry bushes. And she would make jam and raspberry muffins. Fire.
Raspberry muffins.
Yes, guy. Number 3, peaches. I'm a big canned peaches packed in water guy.
Yeah, canned. They have to be canned though. They have to be canned.
Dude, those were money.
Those are unreal.
Those
If
are
I might have a little bit of the electric lettuce, and I might eat like 3 full cans of those.
It's honestly like I get a lot of shit for being a glutton because I will eat so much food, but I've never seen anyone eat fruit like Kyle eats peaches.
I love
He'll just
them.
like look up and be like, I've eaten 4 cans.
They're so good.
Dude, it makes sense too because you're kind of thirsty and it kind of quenches your thirst.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
This is kind of
Nice,
messed
Cody.
up, boys, but I'll put the peaches in a bowl. I'll drink all the juice. Then I'll take 2 yogurts and put it in the bowl and mix it all together.
That's
Kinda
disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what? I think
That's
if
disgusting.
you do that, If you do that and you mix up all the liquids so there's no liquid that's pooling at the bottom and you can't even really tell that there was peaches in there before, I think that's not that bad.
Okay, thank you, Bell. Anyways, that kind of maybe took this off the rails, but probably shouldn't have said that.
All right.
Apples, and I think I'm going to say all apples because you get a different taste. Like they're so diverse. They're the most diverse fruit ever. Like
diverse fruit.
What kind of like oranges? There's a few different kinds of oranges, but there's like so many different kinds of apples. Yeah. Very versatile. And apple pie is a goat dessert. So, and number one, I can't believe none of you guys. I don't think any of you guys had this on there. Strawberries, boys.
David did, didn't he?
Did you have strawberries as number 2? Okay, of course. David's a wonderful, perfect person, and of course he would have strawberries. One of the best fruit ever. Strawberry yogurt, Activia. You get those probiotics in you. Money.
I'd say like strawberries are probably the most. I'm not chirping. They're the most vanilla berry. Like
the most sexual berry.
In a good way though. You can put strawberries in like anything and they'll work.
Yeah.
Whereas like raspberries, they don't work in as many things.
Okay, but I feel like they have to be like perfect. Like sometimes they're a bit too hard.
You're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
Like,
great call.
Okay, can we give a shout out to mandarin oranges too?
Yes.
Dude, mandarin
shout out.
When you peel them and you make the genitalia or the elephant trunk, you know how you look at it. Everyone does it.
Walk around this.
Yeah.
Dude, a mandarin orange is a staple at Tim Keller's house over the holidays.
100%.
Of course.
I have like 4 a day.
It's winter, like it's November and December. That's prime mandarin orange season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because I thought they come from Asia.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You're asking the wrong guy.
We're not the smartest guys.
Kyle, let us know.
Okay, I'll let you guys know.
That's a good call by Cody though about like the seasonal. Like we get strawberries up here in the wintertime, but they are actually they're really bad. They're horseshit.
Nothing worse when you buy a carton of strawberries and you get home and like fucking the bottom ones are moldy and all black and like crushed up and then it leaks like red juice in your fridge.
Oh yeah.
I see red when that happens. It's brutal.
Oh yeah.
I would think that would
happen. Them against the wall.
All right, Pimpy.
All right, boys. We did talk about this. Tales from Medium Wage. Hungover on a work night stories. I'm not sure who wants to tell theirs. If you do, I know Cody probably has about 1 million.
I got one good one. I can start if you want.
I would love that.
Okay, so this one's gonna be kind of like a dual story. I think we're gonna kind of go halfers on this one because Dave has a really good. He's a very good storyteller, and he's told me this story many times. And it started off, I believe it was Dawson LeBlanc's 19th birthday, and I think Chape and his friends, and obviously Dawson's friends, went out to the Spirit Bar. So I remember you guys talked about the Spirit last time. So yeah, I think we started off at Mike's. We ended up at the Spirit, and then that's when it gets a little bit foggy for me. But I think Dave can jump in because he was right in the trenches with me all night at that time.
Yeah, I don't want to throw Shane Anderson under the bus, but he was bouncing at the Spirit at the time, and Cody and I don't think we were underage. No, we were definitely legal.
It was Dawson's 19th, and we were born in October, so we were 18.
So right, Shane got it. So we're trying to kind of hide a little bit, but we also started to get a little bit too drunk. So we stopped hiding, and the last thing, I'm pretty foggy too, but the last thing I remember of Cody is we were talking all night about how he works at 5 a.m. the next, or what was it, 6 a.m. the next morning, Coach?
6 a.m. I think I had to be at the job site at 5 or something.
Yeah, so it was like 1:30, and we're on the dance floor, and I have this vivid memory, it'll never leave me, of Cody jumping up and down with 2 full pitchers of holy water, and there's holy water going everywhere, and Cody's hopping up and down, and there's holy water everywhere, and then it was just like
done.
5 minutes later, Cody was at work and just like 2 hands on the side of a rock truck.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure my dad picked us up that night. Shocker, but I'm pretty sure Tim came and picked us up from the Spirit. Would have been around like 2:30 a.m. and then I had to be the job site. I think it was like 5:45 or 6, and Like I remember it was when Dawson's birthday is like June or July, right?
June 21st.
Yeah. So it was like 30 degrees out. It was so hot, and I was driving a rock truck at the time, and my rock truck didn't have any AC. So like I was
no.
Yeah, dude, I was okay in the morning, and I was kind of like grinding through. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. But in the morning you're still kind of drunk, so you're just kind of getting off going. So like I was kind of grinding. I'm like, oh, no, this isn't too bad. And then like 11 o'clock hit, and the sun came out, and I was sweating. It was disgusting, and I was just sweating everywhere. And like I still had probably 6 hours to go in the day. I'm like, I had to tap out. Like I got out of the truck, like throwing up everywhere. And shout out to Gord, he was awesome. But I was just like, I gotta go home. Like I told him I had food poisoning, like the classic excuse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't hungover.
Gotta lie.
It was Friday. It was so embarrassing. So I had to like drive my little '92 Honda Accord home and just like off my dad's house. It was super embarrassing. But
shout out to the '92 Accord.
Yeah,
oh, that car, man. That car was a bullet.
I had some ponies.
Couple ponies.
It would shake when it started and it would shake when it slowed down.
Yeah. Cody, remember me and you coming back from Prince George and the deer ran in the road?
Yeah.
And you slammed the brakes and the car went like left, right. Woo, 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 woo. I was like, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll going straight forward. We're gonna roll to the side. It just shook so hard.
So unsafe, but I took it everywhere, man.
Oh, and the wipers.
The wipers.
The wipers they wouldn't stay on. They jump off the windshield. They would wipe up and then they jump off the windshield on the way down. They just land at the bottom again. It's so sketchy.
And I delivered pizza in that thing for like 2 full years.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. And remember when you'd back up and it would just like shake uncontrollably? It was like you were taking lift off to the moon. When you back up, it'd be like Durr.
Yeah, Dave called it the air. Yeah.
Dude, it was so funny. We'd always get in the passenger seat, like whoever was in the passenger, like, all right, everybody, welcome to Keller Airlines. We'll be flying at about 30,000 feet.
Yeah. Oh my God.
If I had landing.
Yeah. Shout out to that car though. But yeah, that's my story.
Sick. Cal, you got something for us?
There's no specific one that really stands out to me, but I think as all of you guys may know, Prince George actually gets quite a few decent country artists that come and play at the CN Center.
Yep.
And because Prince George obviously isn't a destination city, all of the concerts are usually on weekdays.
Yeah.
So like there's a couple, I think Florida Georgia Line and Jason Aldean.
Shout out
in particular. So they would play on a weekday night and I would get absolutely after it. And then show up at work at like 10 and just say that I had to go to the doctor's in the morning.
Oh man.
Holy crap.
Are you gonna do one, Dave, or we're not gonna do one for you?
Dave's responsible.
Because
I can do one.
Anything wrong ever.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I can do one. It's like it was when I was working for GM, so I think it was actually Riverboat Days, but GM was open on Saturday, so we went out hard on Friday night, and
as you do.
I knew I worked at like 8 a.m, so I stayed out way too late. Went to work the next morning, and had to go to the washroom and deal with some stuff. And I went and told my boss. I went and told my boss that I was sick and I needed to go home. And he, because I think Shelby dropped me off at work. He actually drove me. He drove me home.
Oh
no,
that's
so
a tough
it gets
one.
worse. It gets worse. Later on, I'm laying on the couch. It's like 5 hours later, and I realized that I saw a coworker out at the bar the night before.
Oh.
And she worked right next to my boss. So I was like, I was sitting on the couch, and I came to the realization. I was like, and I went to work immediately. I went right to work. I was like, yeah, I just felt better.
Oh my God, Dave.
You went
feeling better and
drove you home.
Oh yeah.
So your boss drove you home, you had a 5-hour nap, and then you went back to work to cover your tracks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Veteran move, I think.
Veteran move.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to. It was so obvious that I was drinking the night before that I had to go.
It's such a bad for your sins.
Such a bad feeling when you realize the girl was at the bar.
Oh.
And she was looking at me like, "Oh yeah, you're sick, right?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Food poisoning.
Yeah, it was like we're looking at me outside the Rock Chalk. He's like, okay, bud.
Oh.
I had a bad 15 beers last night. It's not sitting right.
Yeah, mine, probably the drunkest I've ever been in my entire life. We started out, we're playing beer pong in Bell's garage. Like we were like 20. It was in one of the summers between university, and me and Dallin LaMarche, like I'm not a good beer pong player, but we were lighting it up. We didn't lose a game, won like 8 games of beer pong, went to the Spirit. Then we went to the Northern, and we're getting pretty banged up. And Dallin got some random guy from like Vanderhoof to order us flaming Lambos. I'm doing quotation marks if you're listening to audio, it was somewhere between 5 and 7 shots of vodka with 7-Up, because Dallin was really banged up and he didn't know what a flaming Lambo was. So we had these big pitchers full of liquor and we got completely crippled. And what you do in any situation when you're blanking out, you leave the bar alone and try and walk home.
Oh yeah.
And then what do you do next? You drop your phone on the ground and you pick it up and you keep walking. But this is like 2010. So the battery popped out of the phone and I grabbed it and kept walking. So my phone now is worthless because it has no battery. And Dallin said he found me in Mac's gas station, which I think now is a Circle K, buying chocolate alone.
It is a Circle K.
Yeah. And he found me and we took a cab. We split a cab back, I guess. I woke up at 9 a.m. and I looked to my right and I saw puke. I looked to my left and I saw my laptop wide open blaring. It'd been on for hours. And I'm like, oh, sorry, Grandma. I puked all over the wall. I saw like all my food. Everything was disgusting. And I looked at it, I said, there's no fucking way I'm dealing with this right now. So I closed my laptop, I got up, I walked upstairs, I passed out on the couch, like way upstairs in like a spare room. Woke up at noon and my mom's just like, why were you sleeping on the couch upstairs? I'm like, I'm gonna level with you, Mom. I puked all over the place. It's disgusting.
Scott, is that the same? That's the same place you live in now, up on the bench?
No. This is the old house.
On Scott Street.
Yeah, on Scott Ave. So my mom was like, I don't trust you cleaning this puke up. So my mom actually cleaned my puke up for me while I watched.
No.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Then I had to walk all the way across town to Sight and Sound to get a new phone battery. I was on days working at Alcan. I got called in for night shift. And I went in, actually no hangover. I puked so hard. But I either could have, 1, died by choking my puke, crying, or 2, puked directly into my laptop.
David not hitting the mute button.
Gotta pause it.
There's nothing we can do. We'll cut it out.
No, just let it keep crying.
Sorry, boys.
Dang, you gotta hit the mute button.
Sorry.
Take your headphones.
That's the mute.
I just want to say,
you're good now.
guys.
I just want to say quick shout out to Dallin LaMarche. Back in the day, before bars actually like did anything, as Cody mentioned with the bouncing and stuff like that, Dallin would bring a drawstring backpack into the bar, the Northern and the Spirit, and no one would ever check it. And he'd always just bring beer directly into the bar.
Yeah.
And he'd put it in the coat check at the Spirit, where you just check your own coat. And once he actually plopped it at the Northern on a table in the middle of the bar and started passing out Caribous. Literally no repercussions at all.
The bar does not sell Caribous either. So
no. He would bring like beers that they don't sell, and we'd drink them, and nothing would happen.
He would bring only cans, and none of the bars sold cans. They only sold bottles.
Yeah, but dude, nothing happened. And now you can't get away with anything. I mean,
no,
it wasn't that long ago.
You can't even sneak into the Northern anymore. Can't even jump the fence anymore without getting in trouble. It's some bullshit. Should I do one or
No, give her, man.
Okay. Yeah, mine was I was working for an accounting firm and we had like a celebration at Beasley's on a Tuesday night. And so there was some drinks and everyone left, of course. So, of course, Kyle doesn't leave. He stays until the very bitter end. And I was hammering like potent Sherwood in the tall Mr. Mike's glasses.
Ooh.
And I'm pretty sure I had 11 of those and butter chicken. We got butter chicken as well.
Gage, you're telling me you had 11 Sherwood?
Over like 8 hours, but still.
Kyle, that's like lagered, like thick beer kind of, right?
We're talking thick beer.
That's disgusting.
Cage, you're a dark beer guy, hey?
I'm an anything beer, but I'll I do like dark. So then, of course, as you do, you go to the bathroom in Beasley's and you puke at like 2 a.m. A coworker and I, or actually it was my boss at the time, rest in peace, Curtis. We stole some stuff from the breakfast. You know, like in Beasley's, there's like a continental breakfast. We took some fruit. Shout out to fruit. Actually, a mandarin orange.
Ooh.
The next day was probably the worst. I guess I can say it now. I don't even work for the company anymore, but all I did all day was I went to the kitchen and got a glass of water, and I sipped on that water and stared blankly at the wall for about 8 hours. Didn't do 1 second of work.
I want to jump in though. You know what? That's their fault for having the party on a Tuesday.
I know.
Fuck that. Because last pod, Scott was saying that in Australia, Scott lives in Australia, by the way. They had their Christmas party on. They had their Christmas party on a Thursday.
No, it should be criminal.
No, it's a joke. I don't sympathize for them at all.
You shouldn't have to go to work. If your company's going to have a party on a Tuesday night, no one should be required to go to work on Wednesday.
I know that's
like what?
I was in a dark place, boys, and I've never been drier. Like I had no liquid in my body anymore. Like it was fucked up. Anyways, boys, we're going to move on. We're kind of in the stretch drive where this has been really great. First off, just want to say thanks to everybody for coming on. I'm not going to lie, I was a little worried. I knew David Lewis would be amazing. I knew David would be just perfect as usual, but the two people I'm really, really impressed with is there's only 3 people that we're interviewing, but Big Body Bell and Cody J. Big ups, boys. This is huge.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Love you guys. So Pimpy, let them know what we're getting into now.
We're going to get into Pimpy's Fun Fact, which is brought to you by Laura Gray, Kyle's mom, if you didn't know. This
Love
is
you,
in honor of having Debais on. We're doing pigeon fun facts. Pigeon fun fact number 1. Have you ever seen a pigeon chick? No, that's because pigeons don't reveal themselves to humans until they are fully mature. Pigeon fun fact number 2. Did you know the word pigeon is derived from the Latin word pipio, meaning young cheeping bird?
Oh, Cody Pipio Keller. Perfect.
Pigeon fact number 3. Pigeons have monocular vision rather than binocular vision.
Whoa.
They bob their heads for depth perception. That's why they're always doing this. Pigeon fact number 4. Trained racing pigeons can fly at speeds up to 110 miles per hour for long stretches.
Sick.
Pigeon fact number 5. Pigeons are monogamous and can live to the age of 20, unlike Cody Keller, who has a tough time with that. Pigeon fact number 6. Many religious groups, including Muslims, Hindus, and Sikhs, feed pigeons for religious reasons.
That's why Cody's walking around all the different temples on Sunday.
Shout out to Muslims.
Pecking his head all over.
Cody said, "Shout out to Muslims." I love it.
With monocular vision.
Scott, when you said in your email, when you said you weren't revealing your fun fact, I called. It was going to be a raccoon fun fact. You caught me off guard with the pigeon one, so good job.
Can you tell us about just quick, what happened with the raccoon?
Yeah, so I was working at a job. I was doing some, it was electrical work at the time. So I was running wire in someone's crawl space. So the crawl space, like you couldn't stand up all the way. So it was like, I don't know, it was like 4 feet. So I was crawling around and like, I heard this little, like, this was a long time ago, but I heard this like little scattering kind of thing. And I had a light down there with me. Long story short, this fucking raccoon charges me.
Oh, it's so fucking scary, man.
Dude,
yeah.
It's a joke, but it was fucking terrifying because I'm pretty sure like there was a bunch of them down there, right? Like I don't thought maybe like do they travel in packs?
Dude, raccoons are savages.
I think too.
Yeah.
I think they actually do hang out.
Even if it was just one.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't matter if there's numerous. Even if it was just one, that's enough.
It was just one, but like this thing, like it was like running at me, and I threw it a right hand. Like I've never thrown a right hand. And, dude, I popped it.
Incredible.
Like what are we talking? Like a straight pop or like a hook?
A hook.
It was a quick jab.
Oh.
I got pillows
from your knees. From your knees.
Dude, I did 0 damage. Like I just kind of stunned it a bit, and the worst part is I couldn't turn around and run. I had to crawl. Like imagine like on my hands and knees like a raccoon crawling out of this crawl space.
Were you crawling backwards? Or could you turn around?
Oh, I was crawling forward. Dude.
Okay, you pop it and you turn around?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll never forget the place. It was a honey farm, and I was running wire to the other side. So I popped it, turned around, crawl sprinted out of this place. And I was like, you have fucking raccoons under there. I'm not going under there until you figure it out. And and I wasn't, I think I came back like 2 weeks later kind of thing after they figured it out. But yeah, it was scary. And then
That's fucking terrifying, man. That's terrifying.
No. So I just remember like sending it in the group chat, like the 2014 squad group chat. Scott wasn't even in it because he has an Android, but I just remember like losing his mind when he heard this story. And then,
so good.
Yeah, and then it just never died. And I still get like tagged in raccoon memes and shit on
Instagram. To this day.
All right, boys. We got one more or two more segments.
Yeah.
This is going to be great. This is a one near and dear to my heart because my lovely father, Edward Gray, invented this segment. It's a popular one called Veteran Move or Rookie Mistake.
Love it.
Pimpy will read out the scenario, and we will go David, Bell, and Cody in order, and then Pimpy and I will go after that for each one. There's only 2. So Pimpy, the first one, please.
Reacting to Instagram stories of people you don't know well.
Okay, David, go up first. Veteran move, rookie mistake.
I think it all depends, but I kind of want to say veteran move only because if they're a local person, you want to kind of branch out your friend group and meet new people. That's a good way of doing it, right? Mm-hmm. So if there's something you agree with or something that they're cool that they're doing and you mention it, then you can kind of branch out. If it's some Twitter girl that you like their tweets or retweet them lots, like a local person.
Okay, Bell.
Not a chance.
Okay, so just to clarify, when you say that you don't know them, does that mean
you don't know them well?
You don't know them, but you follow them on that.
And they follow you.
Well, you might know them, but it's not someone you would like talk to on a regular basis.
Okay. If you follow them or if there's some sort of connection on social media, I'm saying 100% veteran move. Like I don't know why. I don't know what your level of self-confidence is, but if you care enough to think that someone you don't know who follows you on social media is going to have a problem with you liking it, then you should probably reevaluate if you should be following them or not.
Well, fair, yeah.
Agreed.
Cody J, the king of reacting, I'm assuming, to maybe the people of the opposite sex's Instagrams. Cody, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm shocker. I'm saying it's 1,000% a veteran move, and I have done it before, and it has sparked conversation before. So I think it's an easy way. It's a reaction. It's like, you know, if you get a little bite and they talk back, then you have a conversation going kind of thing. I think it's a veteran move. I think it's an easy way to kind of, I don't know. I just think it's an easy way to start a conversation with someone.
Yeah.
Good answers, boys. Right on.
Yeah, this is, like everyone said,
Who sent that in?
Oh, it's just me. No one sent anyone in anything in, so I had to start thinking of shit.
Pimpson's looking for our reassurances before he does it.
That's a good veteran move, a rookie mistake, though. I like it.
Yeah, it's 100% a veteran move because you can easily just like, it's a really safe way of putting a feeler out there. And
low risk, Kyle.
Give a girl a little clap, you know, the little clap if she does something impressive. You might give the crying, laughing face if she's doing something like funny and you think it's funny. But you can
hard eyes.
Hard eyes. The hard eyes is a tough one. You got to really know that girl is going to or think that that's a good reaction because you can go down a dark, slippery slope.
Yeah, I think that's a play that you make after you've had a few drinks.
Yeah, 100%.
What about the three water droplets? Is that too much?
Oh, is that an option though?
I don't think you can do that, Dave. Dave is David's married with a kid. He's not reacting to a lot of girls on Instagram.
That's perfect. He said that.
No, isn't there someone else that's married with a kid that has impeccable?
Oh God.
There's yeah, we can't say who, but
wait, okay, it's laughing emoji, surprised emoji, hard eyes emoji, crying emoji, clapping emoji, fire emoji, celebration emoji, 100 emoji.
Yeah, you chuck 100, like
boom,
100. If you're like, this is like I don't even know what situation you do that in.
I don't get the 100 one. I don't know what that is. Like, what does it mean?
100%? Like, you agree? 100, like, you're saying, like, I agree with you 100%.
100.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Fire emoji? I'm always saying fire emoji.
I mean, I was looking to spark conversation. I was hoping someone would say it's a rookie mistake, but I think it is a veteran move for all the reasons everyone else has said. And, of course, I would want reassurance from a very diverse group of people like us. But, yeah, no, it is, like, a good way. And, you know, sometimes people do things like they put themselves out there. Maybe they share a song or they share their hobby. And it's like, hey, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm here to give you validation. And I need that as well a lot of the time. So
totally. You always need it.
Yeah. It's also a rookie mistake because it's like, I need the validation, which I need. So, and
it can be a rookie mistake. It can be.
But in general, I'd say, yeah, veteran move. And I mean, Cody's probably slid into about, I mean, I would say 30 to 7,000 DMs with the strategy.
It's a great method.
Give or take. But the thing is, like, if there's no response, done. You know.
Yeah.
It's a healer and there's nothing, then you're out of there. It's all good.
Yeah, totally.
I agree.
I can't relate in any way. I have no idea what it's like.
But it's also
changed.
It's also cool though, because when you click on the reaction, it shoots emojis like everywhere. They come like raining down. Yeah. It looks cool. Yeah.
When I was texting girls, it was on BBM, and I would be sending like a text every 5 minutes. So
MSN Messenger in grade 6 with angsty My Chemical Romance lyrics in a status.
Speaking of emojis, Cody, what did your mom think the laughing emoji was?
Okay, so she thought the laughing emoji. No, okay, yeah, she thought the laughing emoji was a crying emoji. So anytime someone posted ad, she would put the laughing emoji. Me and my sisters, like, we found it so funny because I don't want to get into it, but like someone posted something about like someone passing or like their dog dying, and my mom 7 laughing emojis, and I'm like, I screenshot it and I said to my sister, like, I can't tell her, like, this is so fucking funny. Like, I didn't really know the person that had it happen to, but I was like in tears laughing because it's such a mom tweet.
That's amazing.
If it was my dad, he would have just put like the sunglasses emoji because that's all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay, next one.
I don't think.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
No, go ahead.
You go ahead, buddy.
No, you gotta go now. Go.
Okay. So with Tim, I think Tim's too nervous to type it out because he might spell it wrong, so he just speaks in emojis.
Yeah. No, okay. You want to hear something funny? He talks in his phone. He does the verbal text.
So
Oh yeah.
Phone.
Smart.
So when I'm there over Christmas, he'll be like yelling in his phone. I'll be trying to sleep. Like, fuck that. Right? Can't say that to him.
All right. Next one. This one's also for me because no one sent it.
Suck it, Pimpy. Pimpy with the big voice crack.
Anyways, yeah. Get wrecked, Pimpy. Kirkland vodka or other liquors. Veteran move or rookie mistake buying Kirkland brand alcohol.
Can I go?
Am I going first again?
We'll go Dingus.
So I've never had Kirkland vodka before, but I trust the brand. They make the best pizza I've ever had. So
yeah.
I'm not sure. So I can't really put my 2 cents in, but I trust the brand. So I'm gonna say it's a veteran move.
Yeah, I agree.
Bell?
Okay, 100% a veteran move. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but Kirkland vodka is made in the same factory as Grey Goose.
No way.
Yes.
And Caribou.
Is that actually true? Is that like
That's true. That's 100% true.
Okay, I have heard that.
Actually, sorry, I don't know if it's 100% true. I've heard it, but I've assumed it to be true. But either way, second point. So I've gone to the vodka that ice room where you taste vodka in Whistler. We were the park card and go like an ice room and it's really cold.
Love it.
And breaking news, all vodka tastes the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like it doesn't really matter if you're drinking Kirkland vodka or if you're drinking like Grey
Also, you're always mixing vodka. If you drink straight up, you're a psychopath.
Yes.
Yeah,
the only
I agree.
vodka I've ever found to taste different is Ciroc, and I believe that's
Ciroc.
It's flavored. It's flavored.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ciroc has taken me under before.
Ciroc so many
Oh,
times.
Yeah.
God damn.
The limo in Vancouver.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the bottle of Ciroc. I couldn't stomach it. I still couldn't drink it.
Oh,
Yeah, that was dark.
It's not
Hell of a night, though.
nice.
Hell of a night.
that was a hell of a night.
Hell of a night.
Heck of a night.
Okay, I think we can all agree it's a veteran move.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
we're just spitballing here because no one sent anything in, which is
Sounds good.
Let's
Bad
move on to
pass.
our last segment,
yeah,
and then let these guys go back to their busy.
Yeah,
Well, David actually has a busy life.
yeah. With a,
Actually, no, we'll keep David here for a long, long time, so he doesn't have to care for his.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
I'll start
a
with the
good
first
friend.
question. This is from Big Jordy D from all the way from the WAC. He asks,
Shout out.
what is the one thing that all of us have in common, and what is one thing that sets each of us apart?
Mm.
David, do you want to try first, or do you want me to go? Or
That's a pretty hard question. I think one thing that tied us a lot together as kids was sports, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sports, similar neighborhoods, and just kind of having a similar friend group. But like we're all very, very different in the way that we run our everyday lives. But I would say like the one thing that really unites us is our love for sports and our love for just hanging out and getting rowdy together.
Great answer. Wow,
Boom.
that was a great, Dave. BBB.
I think Lewis put it pretty well. I can't think of any specific personality or characteristic trait to add to that, but I think we all kind of have mutual interests, and I think, as Lewis said, everyone runs their day-to-day different, but we have quite a few mutual interests that tie us together.
Beautiful.
Cody J.
Yeah, no, I don't have much to add, but I think like starting off our friendships, like Dave said, it came from sports. And then, I don't know, I feel like it just like, cause like me, Dave and Kyle were the same age, and like Scott and Bell are like 2 years older and stuff. But I don't even remember how like we started hanging out with you guys. Like
It was Brock.
yeah.
Like, even Brock went to Rupert or something like that.
Yeah, cause me and Jordy were really tight with
Yeah.
Brock, and then you were tight with
Brock.
Yeah. Brock.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
So
feel
who
like
brought you
we're
guys together?
all different, but
Brock.
I don't know. It just kind of works. Like it's a tough question. I was with him today. Shout out to Jordy. I was with him today at the driving range. And he was just around again.
He was
But-
on the White Claws as well, hey?
No, I was actually on the White Claws a bit. We had
I thought it
two-
was both of you.
Yeah, but
We all also have like different friend groups, right? Like that do completely different shit.
Yeah.
And so like that's kind of how we get, like Kyle's got his music. I have like a golf group and a teacher group. You know, Cody, you curl and shit like that, and Bell gambles relentlessly. So
Mhm. I have nothing. But
no, like,
Pimpy's got nothing.
oh, sorry, Pimpy. I
Pimpy is
forgot
this
Pimpy.
Weird,
Pimpy
like
is
hipster
cooking
hiking
and
stuff.
fucking
Yeah. Pimpy has his Birkenstock.
Slacklining.
Yeah. For me, I would say the one thing that we all have in common is the summer of 2014. We all have except for Cody. I'm not sure why he wasn't pictured in the famous Bank of Montreal photo.
Without our shirts
The
on. It's
shirtless
sweet.
Bank of Montreal photo.
Jevin the Brawler instead.
Yeah. Quick sub in for Cody. But other than that, I mean, summer 2014, it was pretty tight. I think the thing that sets us apart, though, is that I'm by far the most cultured and experienced person here. I'll probably be the least
By far.
successful out of all of us, but
Mm.
I've eaten the most curries. So, second.
For me, I
You've
think
eaten the most curries?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I might have ate more than you, man. This is an unreal cook.
You've definitely eaten more than me, but I saw you in Vegas.
Oh, what the fuck?
I missed that. What happened? What was said?
I
there?
called Bell fat because Bell's the one that Bell started Fat Pimps, and so I've never let it go.
Yeah.
and you know what? Bell's been looking really good lately,
Oh,
though.
Road to the Iron Ore is really taking off.
Road to the Iron Ore 2021.
Fuck, he looks good, man.
The classic photo of Bell at the top of that automatic surfing.
Oh, that's a classic one.
Oh man.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say is like I think one reason why we get along so well and like each other is we have similar humor. So that's what I would say we're similar with.
Yeah,
like I find everyone has a little bit of different humor, but I die laughing. Like Cody's like, I think David's probably knows that he's funny and is able to like do jokes. Cody, I don't even think sometimes what he says, it's not on purpose to be funny, but it's so fucking funny. And Bell's just so dry and witty. And then Pimpy's that weird humor that you're like kind of unsure about, but then you slowly start to find funny sometimes. And and then, yeah, you guys nailed it with the differences. Next question, Pimpy. This is from our friend Declan.
Declan Scorsese.
He has an interesting question about a COVID-19 related question. Very interested to hear Cody J's answer to that.
I already decided I'm going to tap out on this one. I know nothing on the topic. I just don't know.
Okay. Advice on injecting disinfectant. Should I also drink it? Any any naturopathic remedies? Tough word.
David, you want to start? Should people be injecting disinfectant or drinking it? What should they do with their disinfectant?
You know what? I think the high school students the last couple of years have got it figured out long before any medical professionals. People just have to start eating Tide Pods again, and that will thoroughly disinfect you, and then you don't have to have any sort of injection.
Can we look back when people were eating Tide Pods? Was there a pandemic?
No.
What other evidence do you need?
Bell, what should we do?
Kyle, case dismissed.
Exactly.
That's
done.
It's over.
Okay, next question. Christy Olsen. Oh, you want to do it? Okay.
Oh my God. So you get a diffuser. And instead of putting sage in it, because sage, I don't care what is everyone doing with sage? It smells horrible.
I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you don't have to announce it, but instead of putting sage in your diffuser, you just put straight hand sanitizer and you breathe it into your lungs. But don't actually do this because I probably actually have to say it for some reason. Don't put any of the stuff.
Ty Monte is going to start. Yeah. Ty Monte is going to start huffing disinfectants if we tell him to.
Ty Monte already paused it. He's got a diffuser on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
A liter of hand sanitizer. He's ready to go. But don't actually do any of this. What you should do is be so goddamn thankful. No matter what you think of Trudeau, he is not Donald Trump, and we can be thankful for that.
Big Body, what do you think, my friend?
I don't got a whole lot to say about the COVID. I think I got some pretty controversial takes, but
very
the
nice.
thing that I'm gonna say is that everyone should buckle up because it's gonna be 4 more years of the Big D. So
I agree with you.
4 more years. What?
He's gonna wipe the floor with Joe Biden. I guarantee.
Yeah, he's gonna. It's pretty much over before it's already begun.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Christy Olsen, last question of the pod. We have a couple more.
We have one more.
Okay, Christy Olsen asks, hard shell. Well, this is not even a good question. Sorry, Christy, but hard shell tacos or soft shell? Quick around the horn. You don't have to describe too much. Dingus Jewesses, let's go.
Soft shell all day.
Oh yeah, Cody, what do you think?
Soft shell all day. Also, shout out to Christy. She's the worst shotgunner of all time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
even worse than me.
Worse than all of you.
Shocking.
Soft shell.
BBB.
Soft shell flour.
Yes, guy.
Yeah.
Soft shell, obviously, it's very fucking obvious. Sorry, Grandma. But if you are eating hard shell in a situation and you have tortillas, lay a tortilla down on the plate, all the shit when it breaks up and just crumbles down is going to fall onto that soft shell tortilla, and you wrap that up at the end and eat it. But
you're a monster.
Oh my!
I've never ever heard that, and that is groundbreaking shit.
My mind is blown right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much, but
okay, what's the next one, Pimpy? Is that our last one?
Are you saying soft shell as well? No, we got one more.
Oh yeah, so it's not even a question. I didn't even really want to answer it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to boycott questions because they're a slam dunk.
Yeah.
Taking a stand.
Austin Wog Legros.
Oh, Austin Legros.
Wog.
Wog says, "How are Mr. Lewis's handshakes so crisp?
What do you do, Dave?
I don't even focus on the fingers at all. I focus on the crease of the thumb and the pointer finger. So I get right into the crease. I don't even worry about what my fingers are doing or anything else. I just hammer my crease into their crease.
Nice. Okay.
History.
Nice.
Love
Can
it.
This too.
What's your strategy now? Like that COVID's taking over. It's gonna be a long time before we're shaking hands.
Bow.
Even when don't spoil. I want to know what Dave's gonna do.
Well, today we touched putters. That was our thing instead of high-fiving. We would just touch our tips. So I think
Love
just
it.
touching tips.
Touching tips. All a bunch of different kinds of tips too.
All tips. We don't discriminate tips.
Okay, that's it, boys. Does anyone have any last things they want to say? Anything?
I just want to say I miss the boys, and this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was awesome, eh?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Okay,
Yeah, we should get
boys.
together this summer sometime and maybe golf.
I'm gonna say, Bart, if you don't like it, show your coward face on the pod next week. My last word for the week: fumigation.
Do you have any last words, Cody?
For towel, because that's what I'm staring at right now.
Bell?
Precise.
Ding?
Creosote.
What?
Creosote.
Don't know what that is.
Don't even know what that is. That's
Not a
awesome.
word.
No, it is.
Not a word.
I think.
I'm going to go creatine because we
It's a
all know
word.
Bell is on the creatine right now. All right, boys. That was that 55?
I think so. Yeah.
Episode 55 of the Graham Avenue podcast with our boys, the 2014 Summer Squad. Thanks a lot, boys. That was a lot of fun. We'll see you on the flip flop later.